Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping right into the sports betting action for Friday, April 4th, 2025. We'll be looking at, the key stuff in MLB and the NBA, focusing on betting lines and highlights.
Yeah, it's about getting you up to speed quickly.
Exactly. No wading through tons of reports. We're just pulling out the need-to-know info. So let's get started.
Okay, well, first up, Major League Baseball. It's a packed day, 15 games on the schedule. And what really stands out, I think, are some of the pitching matchups.
Oh, definitely. You've got some serious talent on the mound. Jack Flaherty for Detroit, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then Walker Buehler, he's making his return for Boston. That's big news.
It is. And Shota Imanaga for the Cubs. Max Fried pitching for the Yankees.
And that Dodgers-Phillies game, Yamamoto versus Luzardo. That's got to be the highlight matchup, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And these matchups, they often dictate the early betting lines.
Right. Like looking at the lines, the Tigers are pretty heavy favorites. Negative 235 against the White Sox with Flaherty going. That tells you something.
It does. A line like that suggests the odds makers see a clear edge for Detroit. And similarly, Boston's 1-1.5 against the Cardinals with Buehler back. That minus 1.5 run line means they're expected to win by at least 2 runs.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same story elsewhere. Cubs are minus 1.5 over the Padres with Imanaga. Yankees minus 1.5 against the Pirates with Fried. And the Dodgers are also minus 1.5 in Philly for that Yamamoto-Luzardo duel.
Even the over-unders are interesting. That Red Sox-Cardinals game, the total is 9.5. Pretty high, suggesting maybe a slugfest.
Could be, but it's not just the pitchers, right? Injuries play a part, too.
Always. You got to factor that in. Like, Detroit's missing Gleyber Torres and Akil Baddoo. That hurts.
Uh-huh. And the Dodgers don't have Freddie Freeman. Philly's still without Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, those absences can definitely move the needle on expectations and, the betting lines themselves.
Okay, let's pivot. From the diamond to the court. NBA's got 9 games tonight. And wow, some of these spreads are pretty eye-popping.
They really are. See the big numbers. The Kings, for example, are 10.5-point favorites against Charlotte.
And LaMelo's still out for the Hornets?
Still out. That's a major factor in that big spread, yeah. Then you have the Pacers favored by 16 over the Jazz.
16 points! That's massive!
It is. And the Celtics, even with KD sidelined for Phoenix, they're still giving 14.5 points.
Those are huge numbers. What else stands out?
Well, the Thunder are minus 6.5 against the Rockets. And the big news there is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is active. That's key.
Definitely. And then maybe the game of the night, Nuggets at Warriors. Denver's just a slight favorite, negative 1.5 on the road. Jokic versus Steph again.
Should be a great one. And again, injuries or absences matter in the NBA too. Wemby's done for the season, which obviously impacts the Spurs. Zion's still out for the Pelicans.
Right. Even seeing the Lakers as big favorites in their game. All these player situations, they're part of the puzzle.
Exactly. You can't ignore them.
Okay, just a quick note before we hit the best bets section for all the college basketball fans out there. The NCAA Men's Final Four starts tomorrow. So tonight's kind of the calm before the storm.
Yeah, building the excitement for a huge hoops weekend. All right, so let's talk about what our source is highlighting as potential best bets for today, based on everything we've discussed.
Okay, what are they like?
For MLB, they're pointing towards the Cubs money line, just picking them to win straight up.
Okay.
Also the Dodgers to cover that negative 1.5 run line against the Phillies. And they like the over 9.5 runs in the Red Sox-Cardinals game.
Gotcha. And on the NBA side?
3 picks there. Thunder to cover negative 6.5 against the Rockets. The Celtics to cover that big negative 14.5 spread against the Suns. And the Nuggets money line just winning outright against the Warriors.
Right. And it's worth reminding everyone, these are just the recommendations from this particular source we're looking at today.
Absolutely. Just one perspective.
So yeah, quite a bit covered quickly. We hit the big MLB pitching matchups, the betting odds, shifted to the NBA, looked at those significant spreads and player news, and even gave a nod to the upcoming Final Four. Hopefully this gives everyone a good snapshot of today's sports betting picture.